In 1986, in the Romanian Black Sea coastal plain near the town of Mangalia, a geological survey opened a cave that had been sealed off from the surface for roughly 5.5 million years. The air inside was about 7% oxygen, 2 to 3% carbon dioxide, and lethally rich in hydrogen sulphide. 48 species lived in it. 33 were unknown to science. The cave is called Movile. In 1986, the Romanian government was surveying the Mangalia region for potential sites for a nuclear power plant. The geological work involved drilling shallow boreholes and digging test pits to characterize the foundation rock. Crews operating near a small hill called Movile broke through into a previously unknown limestone cave. The discovery was reported through standard channels and reached a young Romanian biologist named Cristian Lascu, who had a research interest in cave ecosystems. Lascu organized the first scientific descent. He was inside Movile within weeks of its opening. What he found, and what subsequent expeditions confirmed over the following years, was a cave with a chemically anomalous atmosphere supporting a complete and previously undescribed biological community. The cave sits below a thick layer of impermeable clay that has prevented surface water and surface air from reaching its interior on a geological timescale. Isotope analysis of the cave's water and the calcite formations on its walls puts the most recent free exchange with surface air at roughly 5.5 million years ago. Inside, the air is mostly nitrogen, like normal air, but the oxygen content is reduced to between 7 and 10%. The carbon dioxide content is elevated to between 2 and 3.5%, and hydrogen sulphide gas, produced by sulphur-reducing bacteria in the cave's groundwater, is present at concentrations that are immediately incapacitating to humans without breathing protection. A human entering Movile without supplied air would lose consciousness within a minute or two from oxygen deprivation alone, and would also be exposed to the hydrogen sulphide concentrations that are well above safety thresholds. What is striking about Movile is not the air. It is what the air supports. Most ecosystems on Earth are powered by sunlight. Plants, algae, or photosynthetic bacteria capture solar energy and convert it into chemical energy that feeds everything else. Movile is sealed. No sunlight reaches it. The base of its food chain is chemoautotrophic bacteria, single-celled organisms that extract chemical energy from inorganic compounds without sunlight. The principal chemistry is sulphur-oxidation. Bacteria use the hydrogen sulphide that pervades the cave's atmosphere as their energy source, oxidizing it and producing the biomass on which everything else in the cave eats. This makes Movile one of only a small number of confirmed terrestrial chemosynthetic ecosystems known to science. The closest analogues are deep-sea hydrothermal vent communities, and those rely on volcanic chemistry, not on a sealed limestone cave. The 48 species documented in Movile include leeches, water scorpions, centipedes, spiders, beetles, isopods, copepods, snails, and pseudoscorpions. 33 of them are endemic. They exist nowhere else on Earth that has been examined. They have, in many cases, lost the pigment of their surface relatives, lost the eyes of their surface relatives, and developed extended tactile structures. The most often cited example is Cryptops speleoryx, Movile's giant centipede, identified as a distinct species only in 2020. It lives on the cave's smaller invertebrates, which live on the chemosynthetic biofilm. The community is small but complete. Producers, primary consumers, secondary consumers, and decomposers, all present, all adapted to a chemistry that nothing surface equivalent could survive. It is, in evolutionary terms, what you get if you sealed a small set of ancestral animals into a sulphide-rich darkness for 5 million years and let them speciate. Movile is closed to general public access. The Romanian Academy and the Speleological Institute of the Romanian Academy control descent permissions. The reasons are biological. not political. Every human who enters carries microbes from the surface, and every breath out introduces atmospheric water and oxygen that the cave does not naturally have. As of the most recent published reports, fewer than 30 researchers in total have been permitted to enter Movile since its discovery in 1986. Each descent requires supplied breathing air, careful protocols, and a strict limit on time inside. The cave is, in the plainest terms, a research site that the scientific community has decided is worth keeping closed. Whether the entire community has been catalogued, most published estimates allow that more species probably remain to be identified, particularly among the microbes, which are known only fractionally. Whether the 5.5 million year isolation figure is exact, the geochemistry supports it as a lower bound. The upper bound is harder to pin down. Whether other Movile-like caves exist. Several candidate sites in Romania, Israel, and elsewhere have been proposed. Most have been ruled out as not chemically isolated enough. None are as completely characterized as Movile. A geological survey for a nuclear plant cracked open a Pliocene seal in 1986. Inside was warm, low-oxygen, hydrogen sulphide-rich air, supporting a sealed ecosystem that had been running on bacteria eating sulfur for several million years. The cave is still there. The Romanian Academy controls who goes in. Almost no one does. The food chain at the bottom of it has not depended on sunlight in the lifetime of any large animal currently alive on Earth. It is an alternative biology, right under Romania.